Dairy farming remains a critical part of the economy here in Western New York, but as the conversation around climate change grows, the need to adapt and reduce methane emissions while meeting demand is a looming challenge for the industry.
Liam Healy joins us now in studio with more on one pathway forward that might help to close the gap on this issue. Liam.
Yeah, methane makes up just 12% of global greenhouse gas emissions compared to carbon dioxide, which makes up 64% of those global emissions. And while it may not seem like much, over a 10-year period, methane can be 100 times more effective in trapping heat in the atmosphere versus carbon dioxide. And with 34% of U.S. methane emissions emanating from agriculture, according to the EPA, people like Dr. John McFadden from Cornell University are looking into new diets amongst other methods to reduce it at the source from the cattle itself.
We want to reduce enteric methane emissions using dietary strategies, and so they're commonly referred to as feed additives. When you look at the scientific data, these additives work pretty well. They can either decrease methane emissions by something like 10 or 20%, but something like seaweed or bromoform can inhibit methane emissions by 80%.
Dr. McFadden and his team plan to track the emissions using new respiration chambers, seeing just how the different additives change the emissions from the cows. And while the goal is to reduce emissions, maintaining the health of the cows and consumer trust are also at the forefront.
There is certainly an urgency when it comes to developing these technologies, but we must prioritize safety. It is absolutely critical that these technologies are safe for the animal and safe for the food that we consume. And we have to be transparent about what works and what doesn't from day one.
For Jeff Post, a fifth-generation dairy farmer from Genesee County, he's far from opposed to making the changes needed to reduce and track emissions, but it won't mean anything if he can't make a profit and keep his farm running.
I'm all for getting better as long as it's profitable. I don't think that anybody's doing the work that it takes to be a dairy farmer, especially every day, lose money.
Something we're trying to prioritize here is making sure that it's economical for the farmer to do so. One way is to enhance sort of the efficiency of nutrient use, and so how you feed an animal, you can maybe produce more milk per animal or make the animal healthier, and so it reduces veterinary costs. Like, those are ways where you get added benefit in addition to methane reduction.
Now, eventually, the goal is to not only bring the new feeds, but also the respiration chambers to the farm so they can track their own emissions in real time as well. And of course, while most of the focus here is on the farmers, Post had a crucial reminder, too, that as consumers, buying local from Western New York can also help to reduce the emissions related to the agriculture sector as well. Reporting from the studio, Liam Healy, News 8.